YouTubers, Saturday morning. As you can see, it's raining, and that kind of throws a frig into my system because last evening I turned around and I took the 5740 and I started spreading out that gravel that you saw in our video the other day where the dump trucks were coming in. But I'm going to need some more. But I had planned on taking the BX and kind of leveling it out and cleaning it up a little bit. And but I don't know if I want to go getting in this kind of a state, because I don't know if it's going to start to pour rain or it's just going to be drizzle all day. They say chances of rain, so I really don't want to be out here in the rain. I don't like getting wet. I'm like a cat, I guess. So I got a couple of things there that I can do on Old Blue. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this stripe here, that foolish thing, and this one here, and this stuff here. And Kathy is going to design one that goes up along here and one that goes along here, and I've decided to put some hood scoops, one there, one there. I don't have them painted yet. They did arrive, but I'm going to paint them base clear, same color as the truck. I would probably like to paint the hood, but to be honest with you, it's the original paint, and you can see it, the clear is good, but it's faded a little bit, but it kind of gives it a nice effect. And I really don't want to break the OEM paint, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the hood scoops. That's not going to be done in this video. I'm going to I'm going to paint the hood scoops, and I'm probably going to end up buffing this hood. I'll take this off again, and maybe later on today Kathy will get these things designed that I need here. And instead of having wording up here on the hood, we're going to have the black spears, we call them. They're going to come along here, and right here it's just going to say Old Blue. So that should work. What else have we got coming for this? Oh yeah, we've got clear marker lights instead of the amber ones coming from there. So that should be kind of cool. And yeah, I got something else inside that I can show you as well. No folks, we're not turning specialty repairs into a floral shop. It's just that these are the flowers we had hung up, and now it's so cold in the night time you got to bring in your flowers so they don't perish in the cold. So I didn't think I'd be out here working this weekend, so I said, well, we'll just hang them on the welding table. Anyway, that's it for that. But here's what we have. We have these little flags. Nah, just kidding. You see these LED lights? These little bulbs. Let me see if I can get in here. Yeah, well, they're going to go in our cluster, in the new cluster that I put in the old truck. And I bought these on Fleabay. I don't remember what they cost. Maybe 10 bucks, I'm only guessing. I have no idea. I don't remember. Anyway, they showed up yesterday. So I'm going to take the cluster out of the old truck, and I'm just going to take out the incandescent bulbs that go in there. And I'm going to put these LED ones. Incidentally, if you go to do this yourself and you screw this in the socket and it don't light up, just take it out and rotate that 180 degrees and put it back in and reverse the polarity, and it should work. The other thing that I have, I've never ever had these before. No, they're not drums, folks. They are peanut bulbs, just regular, I don't know, what are they, 192s or something they call them. So I just bought them because I saw them on Fleabay, and I guess I'll put them in stock. Maybe when I get the clear marker lights, I'll put the bulbs and the clear marker lights, instead of having them amber, have them blue. I don't know. We'll see. Just a thought. I'm just kind of an experiment. So we have, what else do we have? We still got our lift kit, pile of other stuff there that I haven't had a chance to get at because, man, the shop has been busy. And of course, I was trying to straighten away my buddy Luke. We put a stereo in his Dodge Goat, and he's pretty pleased with that. We have a lawnmower here that belongs to a customer. That's next week's work. Forky is in. Got a new set of spark plugs. I'm going to just shove in Forky before I puts Forky out by the door and brings in the old blue truck. And so kind of would have liked to have been out on the tractor, but maybe if it clears up later on I'll get out on the tractor. Ran into a bit of problems with our laptop that I use exclusively for doing videos. Apparently Microsoft, and that's not what I wanted to call it, I wanted a Micro S. They went and did an automatic update to Windows 10, and I friggin' hate Windows 10. It had Windows 9, and I thought that was bad enough. So now when I turn on the computer, I don't even know where the frig anything is to. It's just like taking and dropping me into a whole different country. So I gotta try to figure that out. So now I'm in there backing up all the videos that I've done in the last month and put them on an external hard drive just in case something arseholey goes wrong. And at least I can say I still got copies of the videos that I've been putting up and its content. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the spark plugs in that. Now I'm going to get old blue in and we'll see if we can show you a few other things. Hey guys, just wanted to make you aware of a real good product. It's electrical insulating compound. It's basically like a good quality dielectric grease. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. This is about the best stuff that I've used. I pretty well use it on everything but my cornflakes. But anyway, you can use it on electric, of course, as you've seen on the label. I use it to apply, like if I'm putting a rubber hose over a nipple or anything, I always put a little bit on the nipple and I push the rubber hose on with ease. It's great stuff. I always said that you could take a 6-inch rubber plug and put it in a 2-inch hole if you put enough of that stuff on it. So it's used for many other things, but as you can see, I buy two of them are $40-odd, so they're $20-odd each. But yeah, really good product. So if you're in the market for dielectric grease or insulating compounds, this is what it is. It's clear. It goes on just like a clear paste. Anybody who's used dielectric grease before will know it. And yeah, so that's what it looks like, folks. So pick it up at your retailer today. I picked this. I buy this at an industrial bearing place in the city. I think Napa and probably other automotive places will have it, but I don't know if it's going to be in that name. I particularly like this name the best. I find this is probably one of the best products that you can get in this particular compound. So check it out. Maybe you can buy it online. Okay, next step. I have to remove that thing and see if we can start removing some decals. Guys, I just wanted to show you the difference between a non-faded paint on this truck. See the transition from here to here. The hood guard protected this, but as you can see, it faded. I guess you'll see it here. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, so you can see exactly how much is faded. Now normally I would take this and like I say, refinish the hood, but I don't want to get into that this year. Next year I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo the hood and blend the fenders. And I got another couple of little chips in places that I'm going to look after. I'm going to put the Kathy's in now designing a stripe to go here that will hide this fading here. And we're going to take off this tomato orange or tomato red, whatever they call it, stripe there. That kind of looks foolish, to be honest with you. We're going to take that off, and she's going to put something else there as well. And then of course the hood scoops. I'll show you those when we get the graphics on later on. I didn't want to replace the hood and go with a fiberglass model. Well, for one thing, we got to ship that in. The shipping on that alone would be worth more than the hood itself. So it is what it is. I like to keep it as cost efficient as possible. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm just basically going to heat up the stripe with the mother-in-law's hair dryer, and I'm going to use a plastic blade on the end of the scraper. And people are always asking me what this disc is for. This is just basically a stand for the gun, for the dryer. And like my mother-in-law, she likes to have it in different places. That way you can screw it on here and it can lay down like that. So don't laugh at it, guys. You should see her dentures. Anyway, I gotta go to work. Ghost flames. Now that'll give you an idea how much it's faded on the hood. Isn't that amazing? Let's have a look over here. Yeah. Man, I'm almost thinking about leaving it like it is and just putting a stripe up here. Kind of make that look like a ghost flame. Or a ghost decal. I'll tell everybody I painted it on. Yeah, I gotta get Kathy's opinion on that. Anyway, I'm gonna get the buffing pad out now. I'm gonna see if I can buff this up a little bit. Okay, what have I got here? I got rubbing compound by 3M. I've got Rapid Tack. Rapid Tack is used when you want to put on a decal. Like when we did our Mustang, you spray down the stripe and you spray down the vehicle where you're putting the stripe. And when you lay your stripe down, you'll be able to move it, squeegee it all out, and it sticks on. It gives you a chance to maneuver the decal or the stripe before it actually sticks. Now you can use soapy water, and I've had pretty good results with that, but I really find Rapid Tack is a lot more forgiving, and at 15 minutes after you use it, you can take the vehicle out on the highway. So that's what I like about it. This is Rapid Remover. And what it is, in a case like this, where I've removed the stripe, there's some residue left on the vehicle. And this is made by Rapid Tack, same company. But this here, when you spray it on, you let it sit for a few minutes, and it's clear coat safe. And you just wipe off the residue. Very easy. Now people said rubbing alcohol is the same, and yeah, it could be, but again, I like this product better. It's much faster and it's good for heavy residue. And of course, this is my wax of choice. It's Tech Wax 2.0, made by Meguiar's. So I like that too. But first of all, I got to do some buffing. I'll do some residue removing, then I'm going to do some buffing, and I won't be doing any waxing until, well, I guess I can do the waxing after I put the decal on here, when Kathy gets it done. I'll tell you, I'm on two minds of leaving it just like it is and not putting one here at all. I don't know, I'm going to get her opinion on that. But yeah, so I'm going to remove some residue, probably get some rubbing alcohol and wipe it down, get rid of any waxes that's there before I start using the rubbing compound. And that way, probably make it work a lot easier. So that's the plan, folks. That's the plan. So before I start the buffing process, I shall do something else here. I shall cover up. Well, I was going to cover up. The worst when you got a hood that closes too easy. Let me see if I can try this again. Because one never knows. I always bend my light down to keep the light off, but I'll put them back up again now. Let me see if we can make this work without too much trouble. Because this stuff can get a little bit messy. It can fly around and flick around, get around. So that should help a little bit. I don't have to be very, very particular with it. Could take it off, I guess, but I don't have to be too particular with it because the compound won't hurt. It just makes such a mess. Just flicking everywhere. So let's go get the buffer. I want to get your opinion. Now there was always a little dent right there. Remember that? Where the bird dropped an Uzi egg on it?
Yep.
But just look.
Oh, wow. I like that.
But you see how it's split? See how that faded here?
Yes.
Because of the hood scoop, right here, the hood,
Yeah.
whatever they call it. And look, then it goes light, eh? It blends.
Yeah, the bug deflector.
Bug deflector, yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
That's amazing.
so maybe what we'll do is we'll leave them alone.
Yeah.
Then when you finish designing the other spears that come down here,
Yeah.
well then the hood scoop is the scoops are gonna go up there. And then there's gonna be a little bit of black on the scoops. The scoops are gonna be painted the same color as the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I like it.
you think?
You like it?
Well, it's certainly different.
I mean, one thing about it, when you do the rest of the stuff, if you want to change it later, you can.
Well,
Easy enough.
like next year I'm gonna take this and I'm going to refinish the whole hood and I'm gonna blend the sides. But I'd like to leave the original paint as long as I can. There's no rust,
No.
so I really don't care about fading,
No.
especially when it's faded like this.
And the other thing is, it's almost as if it's been airbrushed on.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll forget that stripe that's going to come down here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the two spears, and then there's going to be another little one on the scoop. So,
Oh, yes, yeah, that's true.
well, maybe what I should do is get the scoop. Yeah, folks, this is what I'm going to use for a buffer. It's a quarter cable, and it's variable speed. It's a true buffer. It's not a grinder, and it starts off slow and gradually builds up. So, yeah, let me go get the scoops, and I'll be able to show you more. So these are. Let me see. Can those folks see us at home? Yeah. Okay. Pretty well. These are the scoops. If I can ever get them out of the darn box. So, one is going to go like that. And then one's going to go like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is, I'm going to need a black. Of course, I could easily paint it. Or I could easily leave that black and just paint it. But it'd be better if I had a, not even a black, maybe a silver shaped
Oh, okay.
to put on that once it's painted.
Like that cone, we'll call it.
You know, like this
Yeah.
embossed part
Yeah,
here, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's grills that got to go in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so what we'll do then, excuse me folks, excuse me. So the black will come down here,
Yeah.
right? And we'll leave that like it is.
Yeah.
Now you know they're home saying, well, why don't you just put a new hood on it with the raised scoops? And well, that's $600 or $700 plus I still have to paint it. Plus the shipping on a hood, can you imagine?
Oh, I'd rather not.
Well, I'm not even going there. So, yeah. So I think that would be
Yeah,
good, because when this goes up another 2 or 3 inches, this truck, it's going to have a mean stance.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know, it's just as well to have that mean too as well.
Just as well.
Hey? Yeah. Yeah, what, $100 or something for these?
Yeah.
From Amazon.ca.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? What thinkest thou? That's Shakespeare.
I think it's good. I think it's going to look good.
Because I like quoting Shakespeare when I'm at my old truck, eh? Because the truck is just as old as Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Shakespeare drove a GMC.
Did it?
Yeah,
He probably did.
he did, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I might as well give you those scoops there now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have the spears designed yet. You're still working on that.
Mm-hmm.
And we can, and I got some buffing to do, plus I got the dash to do. I got to put those blue lights in.
Yeah.
Lots of time yet.
Oh, yeah.
We're on no schedule as such.
No, that's right. We're not on a time limit.
No, this is what we do for what they call poops and giggles
That's right.
on our day off.
On our day off.
What do you do on the day off? Well, we work.
That's right. Exactly. We're working for ourselves.
Yeah, we work
now.
for ourselves.
That's right.
Yeah, which is okay. Yeah, so I think that'll be fine, eh?
Yeah, me too.
So I'll paint that all blue,
Yeah.
and then I'll,
Then you'll put your decal on the top.
yeah.
Your boss dearie.
Now if you want, I can get you an impression of that, and that way you don't have to take the scoops.
That's right. So all we need is an impression.
Okay, I'll get that for you, because I'll just do the pencil thing with the paper and I'll cut it out. And hey,
Easy peasy.
yeah, you think that'll look good or what?
Yeah, I do. Yep, that'll look real good.
Yeah.
So what color are you doing the vinyl, did you say, on the top? Black? It's black like yours, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I guess black, eh? So I could see either silver or black,
That's right.
because there's a
Should
lot.
it be the same as your spears?
It don't much matter, because the grills are going to be black. The grills in here are black. They just stick on, eh? But the top could be silver or it could be black.
Yeah.
You know, when you're looking at the side of it here, it's all silver and blue and silver. So up here it should be blue and silver maybe. You got silver, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so silver it will be. And I will do the impression of it later.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hard to get the decal up?
no, very easy.
Mhm.
Very easy. Just have it heating up. Not like that other friggin' thing.
No, no.
That other thing was terrible. That was the worst decal I ever put on in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we agree to leave them like it is.
Yes.
I think so too.
Yep.
Cool, agreed upon, and motion carried.
Yep.
Okay, hopefully I don't fall off this stool because it's an aluminum stool and I don't like aluminum stools. But anyway, we're going to use this compound. What I usually do is I usually wet with the buffing pad a bit. And also, if you guys happen to be buffing clear coat, trying to get scratches out, and it's a real hot day, you're going to want to use a wet cloth, a cool cloth, and every now and then just wipe down the clear coat so you don't burn it. This is not really a course on how to buff. This is just what I'm doing here today, but I just wanted to give you a couple of little pointers because my buddy Luke, he's always getting scratches on his vehicle and we're always buffing it. It seems like every time he stops, a scratch jumps on his truck. So, we got lots of experience at buffing. And of course, every time that I paint something, I usually wet sand it and then buff it again. So, let's make a mess. Let's see what happens. So you can see what happens here. It starts off, so I'll go full throttle. See? Now that's only on speed 1, so let's get her spread around. See how it flicks? I usually go over the side, but I want you to be able to see it, so and not have to move the camera, so I'll do it this way for a while. You have no worries about burning up clear coat today, because it is nice and cool in here. I'm just trying to get some fine scratches out of there where we removed a brake big hood decal a month or so ago. Probably not going to get them all out, but we're going to get them a little bit better. The goal here is just to make it better, not perfect. Because if you get the hood looking too good, well then you got to do the rest of the truck. It's kind of like painting a house. Once you start at one room, you got to go right through it. That's looking and feeling better already. Just a matter of smoothing things out a bit. And that's all we're trying to do here. So I'll give that one more flick. And see what happens. Step her up on 2. As you can see, 2 is quite fast, and it goes up to 6. So probably flick the truck over up against the other ramp if I put it on 6. Like I said, that compound will wash off real easy with some soap and water later on. So I'm content with that. It's come along good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do both sides and up here in the middle, and then we'll move on to something else. That's buffing enough. That's all I'm going to do with the buffing. Like I say, it don't have to look too good. It's a 22 or 23-year-old truck. So long as it, so long as one end don't outshine the other. That's the objective here. Won't even wax that yet until Kathy has finished designing her decal. Got to take it in steps and strides. Try to get that residue off now from the compound, rubbing compound. And it's coming off. I'll have to rub it down with a little bit of rubbing alcohol to get it all off. And then of course, once the decal is on and the scoops, we can go ahead and do a full wax on the hood. Let's have a look inside the cab and see what that cluster looks like when it's dark. Let's see here now, folks, if I can get you. We're getting a lot of light or something coming from where? Okay, from there. Okay. Well, there it is there, folks. Now you're going to see some blue because I got blue down below too. So that's what it looks like. So we got to try to change those numbers over to blue. So let's take the cluster out. Okay, the cluster is out. So we got to pull these out, and of course these bulbs cannot be removed. They're kind of soldered in. So we're going to put the other ones in with the LED bulbs in. That can come out, as you can see. But what I got to do is I got to make sure the polarity is right, because they're probably not going to know if they're all working. Now 10 came in, I only need 7, so I'm going to go check the polarity on them, put them in and see if they work. So basically what I'm doing is I'm checking the polarity. That's the positive side. So we'll see. Okay, so the positive side, I'm always screwing the positive side in on the upside. Let's see now. This is, let's see if this one will come on. So he would have been on wrong. So again, the positive side goes up. Now if none of these work, well then I just take them and flip them over 180 degrees. He's going to go like that. Let's see. And like that. So I'll go over to the truck and plug it in. Yeah, so my idea worked and they all came on. And that's what it looks like in the back. The other little ones, they're for your warning indicators and stuff. So you don't need to change them because they're very seldom on, hopefully. When you got them on, you got trouble. So let's go reassemble this and we'll see what it looks like in the dark. Okay guys, let's go have a look. Now let me turn off a few lights here anyway. Okay, we got a few turned off. You'll get the idea. So here you can see, hey look, the GPS is even in the shop and it's still ready to navigate. That's incredible. You can see the Sony system that we put in. You can change the color on the display, 35 different colors. Just the cam cab for the reverse camera. Now let's see what it looks like when we light up the dash. And there you go. That's what it looks like. It's kind of cool. The only thing I can really say I don't like about it, you really can't dim them that much. So a little bit of a dark spot there in a couple places, but that's not the fault of the bulb. That's just the design of the the cluster. So, and of course the lighting down below, which don't obstruct looking out through the window. And that's LED lighting as well. That's LED light strips there, folks. So that's a plus, I think, for what it cost. I don't think it cost very much, $10 or something. So yeah, so that should do that job. So all I'm doing right now is just centering the hood scoops, figuring out where they're going to go. And of course Kathy's stripe is going to come down here alongside, but it's going to be black. They're staying like they are now. So all we need to do now is paint those. And I have a pattern for these things. So we may end up going silver or gray right here. And maybe cut some slots in it. I don't know. Maybe cut a GMC in it. Decisions. There's not a lot you can do with it, but there's something you can do with it, I guess. So we shall see what happens with that, what we decide on that. But anyway, let's get painting. Yeah, guys, I'm using high build primer now. I'm sanding it down with some 1200 paper. Give it the smoothest finish I can. I'm not going to go base clear. I'm just going to use a shaker can on it. I got it specially mixed because next year I'm going to plan on doing the whole hood and everything. So there's no point in making this too good and leaving the hood like it is. So plus it's really damp today. It's pouring rain outside and it's cold. So that's why I decided to go the route I'm going. That's it, folks. That's painted. That's the other one there. As far as I'm going to get this evening, what time is it? It's 20 after 5.
That's right, we missed lunch.
We missed lunch and it got so involved in this and you got so involved in that. So there's going to be a part 2 to this, which should be tomorrow. So don't fret. We'll upload this because I got to see if I can get through that friggin' Windows 10.
Oh yeah.
That they forced me to take.
Yeah.
And we'll see how this turns out. And then tomorrow we'll show you the finished product. So any of you guys, folks, have a nice evening. It's Saturday evening. Look after yourselves and take care. God bless.